So, talking about the fake scientific community and what a fraud they've turned out to be. Don't slip and slide on your ass. Finally got some winter weather here post Fukushima. So, any scientist on the planet, that is not all in studying the effects of these nuclear meltdowns is not a scientist. That's simple. Really, that's simple. The number one subject on the planet is the effects of the Fukushima nuclear energy meltdowns, and the whole place is in denial. It's unbelievable. I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a fisherman, what's a boat? I'm a marine biologist. I'm a biologist. I'm a science professor. I work for NOAA, EPA. What's Fukushima? Anybody that claims to be a scientist is not a fucking scientist. Any real scientist, Kevin Blanch, the only one really, that's not all in Fukushima. Well, Dana's done his share up in Canada, and so anybody that's not all in, they're not a scientist. First, you hypothesize the knowledge. These are full-blown out meltdowns. It never happened in the history of mankind, which has all been verified. Lake Barrett, as Leslie saw in 60 Minutes. Well, this is like going to the moon to fix this. Leslie saw Lake Barrett. Lake Barrett on day 2860. Way bigger than that. This has never happened before. Obviously, for every action, there's a reaction. Never happened before, thus the byproduct never happened before, which I named plutonium. First, you hypothesize the knowledge. These are full-blown out meltdowns. It's going to push this to the Pacific Ocean. It's going to boil the Pacific Ocean. Hot water gate. It's going to cause an eco-chain collapse unforeseen in the history of mankind. The tide pools will collapse first, and I hear one more idiot on wasting disease. It's not wasting disease, and I can prove that it's not wasting disease that killed the starfish, because the sea anemones, the Upper California purple urchins, Cal Davis did that great work. I was involved with them in those days on the Upper California purple urchins. And they heavily documented before and after, so did I, of the acute collapse in the summer of 2011. We're picking up cesium-137 in tuna in the summer of 2011 in San Diego. Cesium-137 only comes from a nuclear exchange, along with everything else. Plutonium. So anybody who's doing any work whatsoever, and they call themselves a scientist, they're not a scientist. Unless you're all in the effect. This is the greatest event in human history. And first you hypothesize the knowledge, full-blown out meltdowns, this is going to genocide the Pacific Ocean, and I named it the Great Pacific Genocide. It's going to cause an eco-chain collapse unforeseen in the history of mankind. Now, NOAA lied and went in denial about the whale starvation, which has all been verified. All my work's verified now. The plutonium fires, it's new. So the byproduct's new. This is the greatest PhD opportunity in the history of mankind, and one person took it. One person on the planet took it. What a collapse to an eco chain. It's unarguable. Now we have 15 years of data nearly. We know the greatest outlier in human history happened in the Pacific Ocean and moved globally. We know that unarguable. And by the way, I think the endemic and bird flu are one and the same. Shit, me and my crowd was reporting bird flu long before bird flu was ever a thing. And, they can go, they just make shit up. The acute collapse to the ecology. Not to mention COVID. You know where I think the endemic came from? You don't think full-blown out nuclear meltdowns alter every piece of DNA biology on the planet? You're an ignorant fool. And we know that these cores, which I named Delma Argentina syndrome, are burrowed in. They never got near them. They've never gotten near them in 15 years. They've got 0.07 grams, and that was spent fuel. They've never got near the cores. And by the way, the spent fuel pools blew right up into the biosphere. That's unarguable. Barack Obama lied, said, I'll keep you informed what I know on March 17, 2011. The same day Sharon Mills' emails was saying the plume coming over is radioactive. He said it wasn't, and he's flown out of the country. He says, I'll keep you informed. He never mentioned it again until he went on to bootlicker. Well, he went on to, I take it back, that was Trump that went on bootlicker Joe Rogan. Trump's covered up Fukushima harder than even Obama. He went on Jimmy Kimmel right before he left office. Says, well, you ever get calls at 4 o'clock in the morning? Yeah. Well, like Hillary's ads? Yeah, of course, I was president of the United States. Can you give an example? Yeah, like when Fukushima happened. Jimmy Kimmel, what's Fukushima? My God. Overwhelming evidence. Kevin Blanch hypothesized the knowledge. First you hypothesize the knowledge. Then you do it's going to give you leukemia. I got leukemia. The fact that I go into a bone marrow transplant center on 11/11/11 with the Nuvo AML, given no chance to live. The fact that I did all this historic work while full of AML leukemia, open heart surgery, is staggering. I did the field work. My tide pool work alone is me on my Nobel Prize. What do I get for it? I don't get shit. I get slandered, I get attacked, I get fucking persecuted. It's unbelievable, the new Semmelweis. So, I hypothesize there's a full-blown metal. It's going to break the chain. It's going to cause fire event. It's going to cause a heat dome over the Western Eye. I'm the guy that named it the blob before the blob happened. I'm the guy, the first one to report you could see it. Hot water gate, the common mirror collapse, the salmon collapse. My salmon work alone. I says the Chinook will not collapse till 2016 because they go to sea for 5 years. Still haven't collapsed. It's overwhelming, unarguable evidence. The crab, all these species, the starvation on the grays and the humpbacks, it's overwhelming. You're in denial. We know that there was an outlier in 2011. So I want to make a comment on the shooting in Minnesota because I know Jesse Ventura, and he made that great statement coming out of his old high school. I know Jesse Ventura personally. I met him at the Peace Vigil. He and I spent 2 full days together. He asked me not to video, whatever. What a great guy. And we got to really know each other. Just he and I walking around D.C., at the Peace Vigil for 2 full days. He was taping some interviews with, I believe, RT in those days. The same thing happened to that young woman in Minnesota here in 2012, to Danielle Willard, which, really changed a lot of the activist community in a big way. We're coming right up on the death of Aaron Swartz in 2013. All this, Julian Assange. We're getting, and now we have the Epstein list, and they just black it all out. Nothing's out there. It's so corrupt and so outrageous. We need somebody anonymous, somebody inside the Justice Department, somebody to start leaking stuff out. They've got to do it. And nobody will. So, unless you're all in on the Fukushima nuclear energy meltdowns, the byproduct, you're not a scientist. I'm a butcher, what's cow? I'm a baker, what's cake? I'm a fisherman. This is the greatest PhD opportunity in human history. One person took it. One person took it. One person took it. Kevin Blanch. And what do I get for it? It's the greatest PhD in human history. First you hypothesize the knowledge. These are full blown up meltdowns. They're going to push this in. Never happened in the history of mankind. Bring you star power. This heat source is going to boil the Pacific Ocean. It's going to cause acidification of the ocean. Cause the blob. It's going to cause an eco chain collapse, starvation event unforeseen in history. It's going to cause fires in the trees. It's going to get into the needles. And then you defend your work. I put my work transparently on YouTube. YouTube used to call themselves the Great Equalizer. Now I see that Facebook has signed a deal with 3 different companies to use AI data centers and nuclear. No, they're not. They're just getting the money. It's the same calls. Sam Altman. Tara, that's what I was just talking to some people this morning here in Utah. Governor Cox is in bed with Tara. That company's owned by Bill Gates. Don't you realize what a scam it is? Bill Gates, the guy who sold the operating system in Utah, who's an Epstein pedophile, and you're going to hand all your money? We need nuclear. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. The cult. So, don't call yourself a scientist. Really do not. And history's going to play it out that way. I had to go try, and I have credentials. I went to the #1 school in the United States. I was the guy there. Of course, they blackballed me. Then they're in investigation for selling state secrets to China. But first to worst, go ask Ann Milner. She says she sponsored the nuclear. That's the same one that sold the school business to Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and gutted it from first to worst. Of course, they blackballed me. So, unless you're all in as a scientist on the byproduct of the nuclear energy meltdowns at Fukushima, you're not a scientist. It's the greatest PhD opportunity in human history of the greatest event in human history. Kevin Blanch. Then you defend your work. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I was right. All of it. It's unarguable science now. It's absolutely unarguable because we have all the data. We have 15 years of data. We have all the data. We have all the data. The greatest outlier in human history happened in 2011, the Pacific Ocean. That moved globally. It's unarguable. And then it becomes the new knowledge. You hypothesize the knowledge, which I did right here. This is full blown. Everything I said came true. For son of Cassandra and Hamlet got together. Talk about betrayal. All new knowledge will be persecuted, always has been. Kevin Blanch, March 2011. Then you do your field work. I put it as transparent as I could on YouTube. My tide pool work alone, my God, a historic low tide, such incredible historic work. Really incredible historic work. Don't drop your dry cast container. Gotta get better with that left. Then you defend your work against this tsunami of freaking ignorance, apathy. Well, the cult took over academia. The Epstein cult, the Middle East of Eden cult, the nuclear energy cult, the one I mean. Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Sam Altman, Jeff Bezos. Come on, man. You can't connect the fucking dots. Pop, pop, or I'll be dropped. They never, I mean, it's one and the same. The country being fucking looted. Trump does, all Trump is a BB puppet. They got him by the short hairs. He's an Epsteiner. When BB says jump, he says how high. I've never seen a compromised bootlicking puppet like this freaking fool. So, listen to Jesse Ventura's interview. It's beautiful. It's awesome, actually. So, unless you're all in as a scientist on the Fukushima disaster, you're not a scientist. This is the greatest PhD opportunity in human history. Kevin Blanch has done the greatest PhD. What I'm going to do, turn it over to the J store, turn it over to the MIT Media Lab. It's come out now. AI's out of that. Guess who funded the MIT Media Lab? Why are they housing all the PhDs? What? Jeffrey Epstein funded the MIT? Remember when it became... Remember Aaron Swartz downloaded it? What do you think Aaron Swartz was about? 2012, 2013. Fukushima. Jeffrey Epstein funded the MIT, and that's where all your PhDs are freaking housed. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The Epstein cult is the nuclear energy cult, and you're still all in. I can't believe people are falling for this. But unless you're all in, your PhD is all in the byproduct, the effects of the Fukushima nuclear energy meltdowns and cover-up. You're not a scientist. You're a fucking... You're a coward. You're a sellout. You're a fake. You're a phone. You're from a... I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's cake? I'm a fisherman, what's a fucking boat? I'm a marine biologist. I'm a scientist. I'm a research PhD. I'm a journalist. I'm an environmental journalist. Oh, fucking please. Why do you think they go after me so hard? Well, it's Fukushima. They're not putting my toothpaste. Thank you, everybody, who supported this historic work along the way. And all the serious wealth. It's outrageous. The serious wealth was out there that could have joined in with me. Never did. Fucking made me fucking suffer and fight hard through this. Thank you to the people that have supported this. I mean, it's been lean. No one with the real wealth of this country turned their back on me, which is absolutely outrageous. Because you don't think it affects them? Oh, it affects them. So, unbelievable. What a fraud the science community's turned into. Fucking knowing liars. I mean, all my work's being verified. It's the greatest PhD in human history. The great Pacific Genocide. Kevin Blanch. Stay tuned.